Wednesday morning, 26th of June. I'm just down Sheffield, walking along the Don on my way to Rotherham. Going to film some buildings over there. I thought I'd stop and just give a sort of panoramic view of some of the new buildings in Sheffield. These look to be nice apartments overlooking the river. Not much on the colour, but I suppose they're quite modern. And some more up there, sort of cantilever down. Very nice. Along here, along the walkway, there's, I suppose you call this a wharf. There's some more high-rise offices or apartments. They look to be offices. No decking out there, so there's one of the old bridges there. Walked across that many a time. We're on the view of Sheffield up there. There's the Royal Victoria Hotel over there. All the passing through used to stay there catching the train, or before they caught the train. Looks like it's still in use. I think the railway station is just over there somewhere. Just going for a little walk along the river walkway and see how far I can get. When they built those, they built them to last. Certainly one of the bridges at the moment. Interesting cantilever bridge going underneath the roadway there. All supported by cables from the side. Might be a bit bouncy going across there, but we'll give it a try. Well, it's quite solid. There's a little bit of a bounce, but not too bad. Great bit of engineering. To give some atmosphere, there's a big spider hanging from the roof. Bit of contrast between old and new. There's an ancient, probably an old mill or storage place, too small to be a mill. Just beside is a multi-story modern office complex. Front's all glassed in, all round windows. In front of the river. Very tranquil. There's some of the original iron girders that supported I think it might have been a road bridge or railway bridge when it was built. Just imagine it was railway. Still serving the purpose. Here's one of the weirs on the River Don. Flow the river down, and this around here is where I used to walk every day to work in rain, shine, summer and winter. Along here, and right there, if I get a little bit closer, is still the original building where I used to work. There's a flock of geese there. I didn't see the geese in the middle of the river. Awesome anyway. This is certainly bringing the memories back. Spent a few years working there. It's now called Cromwell. Used to be known as Russell's. And it used to occupy all that side down there. It was a subsidiary of which I'd forgotten at the time, Tempered Springs. I'd forgotten that. The building looks new, but it's still on that corner. I've just been in the workshop chatting to a couple of jokers. One that used to work at Brussels at the same time as I did, but I don't remember him. It was quite a big place at the time. And he mentioned a few names that I didn't recall, but it's definitely the right place. Well, that was really an amazing experience to find the place still standing. And then they say it's all original, but when the gas tank blew up, the building didn't get damaged, but the one beside me did. Great lumps of concrete and crashed down into the cars. I think there was a couple of fatalities at the time, remember? This is now just supplies, industrial supplies. It may look, I'll start again, it may look not much, but this is the facade of the old Three Cranes pub. It used to be twice this size. There used to be another one next door that got demolished. It's now got a preservation order on it, and it's one of the oldest buildings in Rotherham. And I've just been talking to the owner, and in the process of doing that, they said if you come back sometime, give him a phone call, he'll show me around inside. So I'll look forward to that. He reckons the bedrooms are still there. Brilliant. And this is the high street. These new buildings, and then you come to this. That one there looks reasonably old. And around to, just go look at the Minster on the short wall. How about this for a find? Didn't think I'd find anything as large as this in Rotherham, or as old. It's around about 900 AD. I think it's probably larger than the one in Sheffield. I think it's commonly known as the Minster. Amazing building. Nice and quiet and peaceful. A bit freezing. This is Rotherham Parish Church, commonly known as the Minster. And there's a bit of history about it. 937 AD. It was also mentioned in Domesday Book in 1086. Start at the top and work down. An old building. That's the front of the building. That's the entrance. Oh, it's quite good for Rotherham. They all said it was a dead-end place, but some of it's quite attractive. There's some Tudor style buildings there. This is one of the squares. Nice little coffee place over there. I'm going to have a coffee. Fountains. Another Tudor style building. There's another view of Rotherham. There's the main street there. Nice laid out. Across this nice little park, Clifton Park. got the cenotaph over here. There's the cenotaph. And up somewhere up there is the museum. Let's go for a walk. This is the back of the cenotaph. Gardens. Not in full colour yet, still quite early. There's a fountain in the middle there. Going around. Quite nice. That's the walkway. Very pleasant. These are some of the remains of a Roman granary that was on this site. Just laid out for display, and over here is part of the wall. Still got the original stones, and here we have a column. A real Roman column. Must be 2,000 years old or very close to it. This is the museum. This is the Rotherham Museum, the back end. And there's some more bases of the columns. Fascinating. And if you can read this, this will tell you a little bit more. The first of these forts was on an earth and timber structure constructed in approximately 54 AD. So I'm not too far wrong. During the Roman conquest of Britain, it was probably built and manned by the fourth cohorts of Gauls, originated from modern day France. This military unit would have about 800 men, including both infantry and cavalry. You read and see the plan there. Templeborough Fort, it was called, and that's the floor plan of the gallery. Marvellous what you come across while you're just walking around. Take unusual turns, and lo and behold, you're back 2,000 years. This would have been layout there. Clifton Park Museum, Rotherham. Not a very big museum, but I suppose its size isn't too bad. And spin around. There's a multi-storey high-rise. Nice view up there. We're in the shop in Rotherham, and they've got bits of everything. It's fascinating. See dolls, bric-a-brac. Love it, isn't it? Look at this. Something for everybody. And the person that owns his shop also owns the old three cranes. And when I come back, he's going to show me around the. Fascinating, isn't it? This piece of everything. A real treasure trove. Just a close look at the Tudor style buildings. Fascinating, isn't it? These are bottom spoils, isn't it?